sama waa ji nag yaa ngi bëgg a yàgg ci dëkk bi sa holiday yi gudd na lool sax.
vacances yi yàgg na waaye dama ne naa ñibbisi ci sama réew. investir.
wax nga dëgg sa saafara man maa ko yor jóge ñu dem topp ma.
ci sama waaj da ngaa bëri pexe de topp ma.
xam ngeen Gambia léegi dafa open. loolu moo waral global properties jóg. jaay la kër doo manqué courant doo manqué ndox da ngay am pool maanaam piscine sa disposition di nga am beach bi sécurité 24 hours. te soo bëggee investir aussi nga mën a investir sa réew jënd kër di ko louer. hôtel yi na xam baax na waaye nag am na gan yoo xam ni dañoo bëgg bu ñu ñëwee ci réew nekk à l'aise. nekk ci bërëb boo xam ne dañu am seen waañ bu ñu bëggee togg seen lekku dëkk dañu am seen salle bu mag am seen néegu bopp am seen lépp loolu yëpp ak global properties mën na nekk.
jërëjëf def leen ni man ñëw leen global properties ngeen jënd seeni kër aar seen ëllëg ak bu seen njaboot.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Newspaper Review here with me, Fat Sise, on Active TV. On today's headline, NPP strategist Sidin Jai has thanked President Adama Barrow for nominating him to serve as the Deputy Speaker of the 6th Legislature. GRA launches maiden taxpayers charter. Veteran Gambian politician Halifa Sallah makes a speech at the ACP EU Summit in Strasbourg. In international news, UK announces a controversial plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda. In sports, Babukar Steve Tarawale signs for Swedish football club Hammarby. Welcome back from the break, and now news in details. NPP strategist Sidin Jai has thanked President Adama Barrow for nominating him to serve as the Deputy Speaker of the 6th Legislature. Mr. Njai was nominated alongside with APRC's Fabakary Tombonjata and 3 others in a move described by many Gambians as a decisive.
Sidin Jai thanks Barrow for nominating him. NPP strategist Sidin Jai has thanked President Barrow for nominating him to serve as the Deputy Speaker of the 6th Legislature. Mr. Jai was nominated alongside APRC's Fabakary Tombonjata and 3 others, in a move described by many Gambians as a decisive. I want to thank the President for the nomination and the confidence and trust he shown in me, Mr. Jai told the Standard yesterday. He said the trust posed down in him will continue to grow in strength. I also want to thank the Gambians for giving President Barrow the opportunity for a second term. We will work to ensure that we represent the Gambia National Assembly well and help the government develop agenda and goals for the common good of all Gambians. We ensure the President and Gambians that we will serve the best interests of the country. He said that the appointment enlightened him and his family. My family and I are grateful to the President and are grateful to all Gambians. The former 9-day minister under the Jammeh's regime said his hope is to help the President consolidate the country's nascent democracy. My hope is to advance the agenda and the inspiration of the Gambian people and enhance checks and balance in government. Mr. Njai's nomination has angered many Gambians, particularly online, who said he is divisive and lacked the moral ground to be nominated for such position. But Mr. Njai replied, I don't want to talk about that. They have the right. They are entitled to their opinions. Reporting for Active TV, I am Sirawa.
Veteran Gambian politician Halifa Sallah makes a speech at the ACP EU Summit in Strasbourg. Let's now watch a video of his speech.
What I'm emphasizing is that all of us must have a heart that beat in unison with the heartbeat of the people of the world. All of us must feel the suffering of the world. All of us must be allowed to speak conscience. What we must avoid is Europe thinking that we are going to be its sphere of influence. There are no superpowers, my last word. Otherwise, Afghanistan will not be left to those who are controlling it today if America was a superpower. There are no superpowers. That's why Syria is what it is now today, a country where the people cannot. Look at Iraq. Look at all the world. There are no superpowers, China, Taiwan. We should abandon the superpower ideology. We should abandon spheres of influence. We should begin a cooperation of equality, knowing that in all parts of the globe, there are people of conscience, but they are not yet in power. How do we empower all those people so that we rid this world of tyrants, people who do not feel the suffering of people who do not need to change the world? It's not that your interpretation is correct, that African states do not want to condemn Russia. We do not want to be part of your foreign policy. We do not want you to use us. We want to be free to determine for ourselves whether we condemn or not condemn and when we will condemn. So it is important for you to change your mentality, that we need to understand that we are all equal, and sometimes we are in fact more advanced than you in thinking of what should be done about the world. Thank you very much.
The management of the Gambia Revenue Authority (GRA) on Wednesday, 13th April 2022 launched its Modern Taxpayers Charter at an event held at the Sadauda Kairaba Jawara Conference Center.
GRA launches Modern Taxpayers Charter. The management of the Gambia Revenue Authority (GRA) on Wednesday, 13 April 2022 launched its Modern Charter at an event held at Sadauda Kairaba Jawara Conference Center. Speaking at the launching, the Commissioner General of GRA, Yankuba Dabo, said that Taxpayers Charter is one of the most important GRA strategic plan 2022 to 2024. He noted that the authority has indeed come a long way in its drive to offer best service delivery to taxpayers through taxpayer education program. According to CG Dabo, since the inception of the authority, the Directorate of Technical Service tirelessly embarked on sensitizing taxpayers on their rights, obligations as provided in the revenue administered by GRA. CG Dabo further stated that the taxation is the largest source of government revenue, therefore plays a key role in financing government programs including education, health, social protection, infrastructure, name a few. The mobilization of the collection is therefore critical in the development of our country. He said, adding that as a tax administration, we are aware of the fact that we are operating in challenging environment by asking people and businesses alike to part with their hard-earned money through payment of taxes. The situation has been further worsened by continuing negative impacts of COVID-19 and most recently Ukraine war of all, which is contributing to higher costs of both business communities and population consuming their products and service. At the level of GRA, we are doing our utmost best addressing many of these challenges that affect processes that will ensure our taxpayers enjoy their best service in comfort with minimal costs. Indeed, over the years, GRA has demonstrated its ability to serve as a key pillar in supporting government's development agenda through effective revenue mobilization. The achievement has been achieved through a consistent focus of reforms aimed modernizing revenue management process, legal and administrative. For Active TV News, I am Loli Sow.
International news. UK announces a controversial plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda.
UK announces controversial plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda. People seeking asylum in the UK could now be relocated to Rwanda under a controversial new scheme blasted by international human rights group as shockingly ill-conceived and contrary to international obligations. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson called the scheme an innovative approach, driven by our shared humanitarian impulse and made possible by brigade freedoms. On Thursday, saying that with the UK's help, Rwanda will have the capacity to resettle tens of thousands of people in the years ahead. Speaking at a joint news conference in the Rwanda capital Kigali on Thursday, UK Home Secretary Priti Patel said that people relocated to Rwanda will be given support including up to 5 years of training, integration, accommodation, healthcare so that they can resettle and thrive. Patel also called the plan a joint new migration and economic development partnership, saying that the UK is making substantial investment in the economic development of Rwanda. For Active TV News, I am Siraba.
In sports, the Gambia international forward player Babukar Steve Tarawale has signed for Swedish top flight side Hambai.
Babukar Steve Tarawale signs for Swedish side. The Gambia international forward player Babukar Steve Tarawale has signed for Swedish top flight side Hammarby. The 27-year-old has spent a 2-year contract with Swedish Allsvenskan side. The Bundung-born player left United Arab Emirates side Ajman after scoring 20 goals during 3 years with the club. We see Babukar Tarawale as the last piece of the puzzle before the start of the season, says Director of Football Jesper Johnson. We finished with Babukar a while ago and that he will then join the summer. We wanted him over already now. So since then we have been working to get him here for the start of our season, Johnson added. It has been a couple of tense weeks, and even if he misses the premiere, we are very happy to have him with us already for the spring season. To get a player of his class, it all feels fantastic. He is an offensive player who can play in all 3 positions at the front. He is all around, fast, good with the ball and can finish in several different ways. We are convinced that he will contribute a lot to our offense. He is a quality player who is a national team player. Even though he plays in leagues that are unfamiliar to most people here, they maintain a good level. The former Real de Banjul attacker Hammerberg last singing before their season opener against Helsingborg on Saturday, 1st April 2022. The former Real de Banjul attacker Steve Tarawale missed Hammerberg 2-1 win over Helsingborg due to injury against Chad. He returns from international duty after helping Scorpions overcome Chad in premier round of the African Cup of Nations, Cote d'Ivoire 2023. The fan favorite scored his first international goal for the Gambia in a narrow win over Chad in the first leg before going out injured for the second leg. It feels fantastic to come Hammarby, and I look forward meeting the club supporters, Tarawale and Hammarby's website. For Active TV News, I am Loli Sow.
This is all we have for you tonight. Thank you for watching.